Defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Let's go. Go on the ball. On the ball.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And some room to work. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And out of the air, Dalton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So Dalton now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Throwing, Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 71 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
We're good.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn for the New Orleans first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 59 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man is Uzomah. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Give him 30 yards there.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 37 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first down, Breeze. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Breeze now on first down. He's going to let this try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. $14 all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Andy Dalton now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Dalton throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mixon with it. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. Caught Eifert over the middle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Preston Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run here with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second down, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game, and the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They'll run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And it is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Here we go.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to go on top for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing, Dalton, and able to find Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the run, it's Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
368! There you go, 368! Heads up!
To throw on 2nd down. Dalton is going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
21.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 61 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Nick Vigil coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 3.
Off off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton rolling to his left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and the people really enjoyed this game. They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.